Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Lorelei here. It is a beautiful sunny day here in upstate New York, and I'm going to start this video with a little bit of a background story. I'll try to keep it short. I know that a lot of people don't want to sit through my very lengthy videos, as they've told me so in the comments. So if you're that person, you can leave now because I'm going to chat for a little bit. Recently I've had some very bad luck concerning fountain pens that I have gotten that had higher price tags than I normally tend to spend because I've been using my affiliate money from Atlas Stationers. If you didn't know, I'm an affiliate for Atlas. You can use my coupon code Lorelei10 to save 10% off of your order. And if you use my affiliate links that I've left below or on my social media, I get a little bit of kickback from your purchases. Anyway, recently saved up a bunch of that money to buy a Delta. It was called the Delta Bio Plus 16, which is their plastic-free option fountain pen. I ordered the red one. It was absolutely gorgeous. I will put in a picture here for you to see it. It had a absolutely stunning engraved clip and engraved nib, and I was absolutely smitten with it. I even filmed the first impressions until I was starting to think about filling it in the video, and I couldn't turn the piston knob. It was completely stuck. Completely stuck. I worked at it and worked at it and worked at it, and it took a lot of muscle and a lot of rubber grippiness in order to get that to turn. When I finally turned it, I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to go through all of this just to fill the darn thing. So I ended up sending it back, and it hurt my heart to send it back because I really, really loved it. But I reached out to Atlas and told them what the problem was. And it turns out their whole batch was defective. So they had to return all of the pens that they had gotten in, which is such a bummer. Anyway, I sent it back. And I chose a less expensive pen to replace it. I ended up getting a Kaweco Supra in fire blue. And then after that, I think before that I had ordered a Montegrappa Tarvisium in the purple colorway. It was called the Carson colorway. It was so beautiful. The resin, oh my gosh, gorgeous. I was so excited to try Montegrappa. It was my first Montegrappa pen. It ended up coming. I loved it. It wrote really well out of the box. And then I inked it up for the month of February, and I used it for about a week or so and realized that it dried out every single day. Every day that I pulled it out to write with it, which I was trying to write with my pens on a daily basis, doing a lot of letter writing, and I would find that it was completely dry. And I would have to either prime the feed or dip the pen, and it was just such a bummer. So I reached out to Atlas again. I told them about the issue I was having, and they suggested I try a Monteverde ink that I think has been developed to combat this sort of dry out problem. But I'm just not the type of girl to use one ink in one pen consistently. I like to change my inks out on a very regular basis, and I just couldn't see myself doing that, so I ended up sending it back. I was so sad to send it back. The price of that pen was quite high. It was over $350, I believe. And that brings me to my replacement pens. Yes, I got 2 pens for the price of that one pen. And I find that the $150 price range is kind of my sweet spot. It seems like those are the pens that I'm most happy with in my collection, like the Leonardo Memento Zeros. And there are other pens in that price range from many different brands. I typically really am drawn to Italian brands. So I'm going to open these boxes. I haven't opened them. They just came in the mail. I have 2 to open, and I'm going to do this one first since now you know what it is. It's a Delta. And this is my first impression video of these. And I'll probably try to ink them up as long as nothing goes wrong. I'll say that. It's a little disclaimer. So this first pen is a Delta, and I gotta be honest with you, I've had one of these before. Here is a little bit of paperwork. Cute. And here is the pen. You may notice it is a black pen, which is probably something I said I would never buy at some point. Oh, wow. Wow, that's nice. This is the Delta Duna in the matte black. And I got a medium nib. It has rose gold trim and this fun little ink window. And it reminds me very much of the Leonardo Memento Zero pens. Same typical size. The nib is beautiful. It's got that rosy gold finish. This is a piston filler. The piston is working very nicely and smoothly. There you can see it in the window. So good news, we're in good shape. This is beautiful, and I think I went with this because, now let me just back up and tell you that I used to have a Delta Duna. It was the Yellow Horizon colorway, and it was a green with yellow swirls. And it was lovely. I ended up selling it to buy something else, I'm sure. But I sold it because I felt this overwhelming need to always ink it with the same color, with a green color. And I don't know why I'm just kind of subconsciously inking my pens that are colorful to match the color of the pen. And I don't want to always do that. So I feel like these very neutral colored pens are going to get me out of that habit. So I could put any color in this, it won't matter. I do really love the matte finish. I love anything with a matte finish. So on the back here, it is got a couple engravings. It says Delta Italy up here, and then here it says Nera. It looks like I have number 892. There's a cat at the door who wants to come in very badly. So there's the first one, and it's looking real good so far. I like it. I like it a lot. Let me put it here. The next one I'm even more excited about because this is my very first Visconti. I know. I can't believe this is the first one that I've gotten, considering I love Italian brands. The one I ended up getting is the Poseidon the Mirage Mythos Poseidon fountain pen, and I got it in a medium nib. This is beautiful. Look at this box. Oh my gosh. This has a very Mayora feel to it. The Mayora boxes are really gorgeous also. And let's see. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Wow. It's got a little bit of paperwork in here. Yeah, someday Grail pen will be mine. Someday. So I ended up getting now this pen comes in 4 different colors. But I ended up going with, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Oh, wow. This has a bit of a, I don't know if that's normal. It might be normal. What is the colorway of this? Is it Poseidon? It might be Poseidon, yeah. It's matte finish, and it's got this beautiful ruthenium trim. It's a magnetic cap, from what I understand. Oh my gosh. Look at that beautiful black nib. Oh! Ooh! I would say it doesn't post, but that's okay. It's all right. I very rarely post my pens anyway. This does have an inner cap, which is nice because this magnet seems really nice. I like the sound it makes. I really like this finish. It's beautiful. The clip is really nice and springy. Not that I'm a clip person, but that has a bit of movement. I don't know if that's normal. If you have one of these, let me know if that's normal. I've seen this particular colorway, this particular Mythos on Grace's. Is it? No, Anita. I think Anita bought this pen. Anita Anglin. And I just really like this dark color. It's very moody, and I like the very dark metal trim, and I love that black nib. I'm always a fan of the black nib. Let's see. This is a cartridge converter. Came with a converter, thankfully. It's not threaded. Needs a bit of muscle to get that in there, but it's in there nice and tight now. Ooh. Ooh, that is beauty. That is a beauty. Well, let's go ahead and ink them up, huh? Why not? Why not? I'll be back. I gotta go get some ink and stuff. Look at them together. Ooh, so moody and lovely. I have chosen Summer Storm by Robert Oster and Colorverse Aerocoth. I think I'm going to put Summer Storm in the Visconti and Aerocoth in the Delta. So let's go ahead and do that now. I have some water here and some paper towel in case I need it. Neither of these are shimmer inks or sheening inks. hopefully this won't be too hard to get. Shoot. Okay, not to worry. I found my doohickey. I have a feeling this holds a lot of ink. This color is a kind of a pinky brown, and I thought it would like really look nicely with the rose gold trim. Let's go ahead and do this one as well. Summer Storm is a dusty purple color. And it's kind of moody. And I just didn't feel like doing a navy blue. Guess I didn't need the water. Guess what I forgot? A notebook. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got my journal. I'm gonna swatch the color. I've got it all over. This is looking very brown here. But that's okay. Oops. Oops. All right, let's see what you look like. Oh yeah, it's good. Nice and smooth. Delta Duna matte black. This is steel nib. This is number 6 nib. And it's inked with Colorverse. I guess I was really thinking it was pinkish. It's not pink, it's brown. But it's a very lovely light brown with lots of great shading. It's a stiff nib. There's no variation in line. It's quite wet. Super happy with that. Ooh, that's good. All right, let's zoom you out a little bit and do a swatch of Summer Storm. I'll just use this since it's right here. This is a beautiful purple. Now, from what I understand, Visconti nibs are a little hit and miss. And of course, I did not ask them to test the nib before as I checked out, so let's just hope it's all good to go. It's nice. It's nice. And this is the Poseidon colorway. And this is a medium steel nib. It's quite a thick medium, but I love it. Really nice. Yeah, it's good. The lighting in here isn't great. I'm sorry about that. But I love it. Very, very cool. So happy with these. And if you were thinking about buying one of those other pens that I mentioned earlier, just know, as far as the Delta Bio goes, there are several other retailers that are selling it, so they must have gotten good working pistons from Delta, I'm assuming. And as far as the Montegrappa goes, I didn't even talk about why I ended up sending that. Oh, so it dried out. So what I've realized is that the cap of the Montegrappa around the clip area and also around the metal finial that's on the end of the pen, when I filled that with water, both of those areas dripped water. And even when I blew into it, I could feel the air escaping in those places. So it just wasn't sealing well enough, and there's no inner cap. So I'm hoping that these, like this Visconti, won't have this issue with an inner cap system. And also the Delta does not have an inner cap. However, I just tried to blow in this, and there is no escaping air whatsoever. So that's good news. Really beautiful. I'm so happy. Yay. Okay, so that's all I needed to share with you today, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.